Good morning and welcome to my shop. This morning we're going to build a snowman ornament. And it's got a blank here. It's about 1.5 inches square, about 5.5 to 6 inches long. And the first thing we're going to do is round it over. See what we got. Looks pretty good there. Alright, now we got it pretty well rounded over. Go just a little closer to the piece. Next thing we want to do is I want to form the head from the body. That way you'll have two different sections, and then we will add the little details to make it more formative. Okay, this part up here is the head, and we'll make the body, and then we'll add a little detail to the bottom. Now we just gotta get our shape started. Just something simple, just rolling it over, rounding it over. Start here and sort of round that one over a little bit into that. Round that to make the head, and then on the body I just more or less guess the proportions where it won't be too big. As I come out, I just more or less eyeball it. And it looks like about right in there. And I'll just simply round it over. Take light cuts. Got a little small detail gouge you can which, if you're good with a skew, you can do that with this. With a skew very easily. But me and a skew don't get along. And I've got this round up at a very sharp angle just to put into tight spots like that. Let's see what we've got. It's spalted, so it will be it is a little soft, but we're going to work with that, I do believe. So it looks like we pretty well got the head. And I'll start putting a little shape to the body. Using, I think that's what they call a badan. It's just basically got the flat point on the top. It's very good to carve away a bunch of wood. Get that going. See if I can't get the camera over here where y'all can see just a little bit better right in there. Maybe. Let's see, I think I want to put a little detail right there. Then from here on down, you just more or less making some beads and some toes. A little spalted wood might be a little punky, so a little harder to work with. More or less whatever details you want to give it. Just stop and look, make sure you're, especially these ends right here on the detail work, since it's softwood, it's pretty punky right in there. I'll put the lathe in reverse and do a little quick sanding and see if I can straighten that out. A lot of times they're pretty easy to straighten out. Slide the tool rest out of the way and we'll do just a since I have the piece in the chuck, I can do away with that part. Try not to get in the way. See what we've got, just a little here and there. Yeah, I think that there's going to work out. A little more sanding because we still got some punkiness into it, softness. I ain't too worried about the top of the head because when I get it finished, I will be taking it over to the belt sander and I'm going to run the head till it's, take just maybe a eighth, close to a quarter of an inch off the top. And that's going to give me a good flat spot to mount the hat. Let's see what we got here. Looking pretty good. Go back around and let's we can make up a little bit more here. Pretty much any kind of design you want to put on the bottom. Just a few beads and coves, and you can even make a little detail. And waste a little wood. And make a little round bead on it. And just a little detail maybe right there. Won't be much, nothing fancy. Needs a little sanding. Let me pause it for a minute and I'll get a little sanding done right in here and I'll bring you right back. Alright, we're all back and I've got it sanded up to 220. Just took a few minutes to do that. Now let's see what we can do about finishing it up and put a little point on the end. Take your time when you get down to the bottom. Press too hard, it might break off. And being real punky wood like this, soft, while it's in that stage, try to do a little final sanding on that piece. Check it out. It's going to look pretty good. 180. Of course, I'll redo this again. Alrighty. Give it a little bit of support on the back. Very light cuts. And just like that, it pops off. There you go. And on the end, you just do a little sanding on it. Don't take much. Well, let's get at your tool marks. There we go. And there's what you wind up with. Now, I'm gonna pause it for a second, go over and I'll flatten out the head part, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. All right, we're back. And this is what it looks like. I just flatten out the top. Then I will turn another piece of wood that will go, it's going to be, I'll size this to the brim of the hat, which is what I want. I can put that on there, and it'll tell me I want it to stick out at least an 1/8 of an inch or more on each side, and that tells me that's going to be the brim of the hat. The rest of it I'll make smaller. And what I'll do is get me a parting tool. Since the brim of the hat's going to be on this end, but I size it up from this end, that way I know what size it's going to be. This area here is waist, that up is waist. So you see we got the brim of the hat that's starting to take some shape. I'll use my parting tool and figure out where I want to put the burn the lines in on the hat part. this is sycamore here. Sycamore's a real pretty wood. I'll sand this up just a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I got it sanded to 220. And I got a little center spot here on the end. I need to drill me a little hole to fit my the ring I'm gonna put on it. Let's go the right direction. Just got me a drill bit. There we go. Very simple. Now, the way I burnish the hat brim, I just got an ordinary piece of wood. I just cut on table saw. I got several of them different thicknesses. This one, I think it's maple. I use walnut, cherry, whatever I got. Simply leave it on there. Crank your speed up. There's 2300. Anywhere above 2000 works great. Just hold your wood to it. And there you go. No big deal. Then usually when you burn it, you may have a little light burnishments on the hat itself, on the brim part. Just sand that off a little bit, just like so. And there you go. And we'll take our parting tool. Back this up out of my way for the moment. Comes right off. And there's your hat. Now I gotta take it over to the belt sander. Take that off, flatten it out good. That way it's gonna sit on top of that when I get done. So I'll be right back and show you how that works. Alright, we're back. And I've got that done. I have sanded the hat down. Let's see if you can see the hat. And now they both fit very good together. First thing we gotta do, we gotta put a decoration on everything. And I use artivial pins, I think is what they're called. And they come in different sizes. And this is a one. Figure out where you want your eyes at. For this one, I'll paint them on there. Try to get them both about the same size. This is basically like paint. It don't smear. And we'll give him a little, I'll give him a little V-shaped and color that in a little bit. Let me go down through here and give him a couple of buttons. Supposed to look like coal, so they're not supposed to be perfect. Alrighty. Yeah, just give them a little bit of we'll put a little bit of an eyebrow on them. And I use a little bit of white paint. And we will find something for his eyes. Just get just a little bit of paint on in. You don't need very much. And this is going to more or less bring the snowman to life as far as the looks of his eyes. Just get it, put one little small dot. Sort of gives him a lot better look. Makes him look alive. Okay. Now I've got some puff paint. Get a Hobby Lobby. And it's going to work about the same way. Use that for the nose. Let's get a little dot. Put it in the center. Puff paint. Good thing about puff paint, it sort of sticks up from the, here where you can see it. It sticks up from your project. And yes, it will dry like that. Put that together. It'll gotta wash and don't let it, don't touch it and don't get close to it till it dries, because done that last week and it smears. Now on the hat, I got the little hole drilled. I got me a little eyelet. You can see my little eyelet. I make those myself. I put a drop of super glue on the hole. CA glue, may I say. Squeeze the eyelet in some pliers. And it's basically just screws it down in there. Just like that. You got your own eyelet on there. Then I use the Titebond Quick and Thick. Very good for to glue the hat on. Remember, don't touch the facial yet because it's still wet. I put just a tad bit of glue on there. It surely don't take much at all. Then you just sort of center the hat on there. Twist it a little bit, get it on there right where you want it. Because that's why it says it's quick and thick. Because see, the hat will stay on. Upside down, right side up. That's why the quick and thick is so good. And you can move it around for a few minutes to get it in the right position where you want it. Make sure everything is centered where you want it. Everything looks good proportioned. And there you go. That's all you got to make. You can make these in less than 30 minutes once you get started. Once it all dries, I'll hang it up. And let's see, let me get some. This is what I use. It's Krylon Clear Glaze. It's like a triple coat. And it is extremely good on these ornaments. You can spray about 2 coats. Every once in a while 3. And it works great. It gives you a nice bright shine. And it'll be great. Yeah. There's your ornament. Just let it dry. spray it. And this one here, about 6 inches tall. That's from the hat down. So hopefully y'all enjoyed everything, and I appreciate you watching the video. And if you don't mind, give it a thumbs up, and maybe subscribe to my channel. I'll see if I can't get some more videos out. But that's one little small Christmas ornament you can make real easy, and it's no trouble at all. But thanks for watching, and until next time, have a good one.